I feel like you're in my home all the time. My 9, 7, 4-year-old cannot get enough of it.
We should just pop up to the house.
Right.
Well,
we'll set it up in the backyard.
By the way, if you ever did that, they would lose their minds.
Yeah. We should just set up some obstacle courses in the back, and we'll
and
come
have
up.
you guys just do the play-by-play.
And say, guys, let me see what you guys do, and we'll just start calling from like the side fence or whatever. I'm like,
fantastic.
What is that?
We're available for birthday parties.
But now that said, though, blow up balloons.
NBC hires us out.
Fantastic. But there is going to be a kids iteration.
Yes,
of this?
Universal Kids. That's going to be on Universal Kids. It's going to come out this fall.
October 13th, ages 9 to 14, and so they'll be competing in age groups 9 and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
So is there a mega warp wall for kids?
Well, the warp walls, it's 13 feet for these kids. And what's amazing is, so we were just out there, and we saw, without giving anything away, we saw people 4 feet tall getting up this warped wall. And the amazing thing is the athleticism of these kids, the strength to weight ratio, and the fearlessness of them was remarkable. Because I think people are kind of in their head when they hear Kid Ninja Warrior, they think of it being something like an inflatable course or something you'd see. This is hardcore.
It's hardcore. It looks, it feels, it is the same type of obstacle course that we have set up for the main show for American Ninja Warrior, and to see these little bodies going through these obstacles, and they're racing against each other as well. So they're not only racing against the course, they're racing against each other, and the intensity level that these kids have, I mean, it is totally different than what you see on the regular show. So it's I can't wait for this to come out on Universal Kids.
Now, is there like a LeVar Ball type?
You know what's amazing? We really didn't see. And what's cool is we actually have some parents who've competed on there,
right?
But we didn't hear anybody telling these kids to stay in their lane, anything like that. Nothing like that. To shout out for our friend Christine.
I know.
I know.
I just now putting two and two together. Christine Layes, the third
we're not allowed to say Ball, LeVar, any of that.
We didn't get any of that.
But there were no helicopter dads or moms.
No big ballers. You know, T-shirts or brands for the kids. They just went out there.
You would know. I think parents will have a difficult time, you know, with kids' sports. But one of the cool things about Ninja Warrior is, and we see with this sport, so much of it isn't about. It's not about being the best, or it's about going the farthest. It's not even though we had them going head to head. It really this is such a positive sport in the sense of you're really competing against yourself, and so that's the messaging for this show is just you don't have to hit a buzzer to win.
Right.
And like with Kenny Nimatalo, this guy whose child is alive because of being on this show, I think whether he completes a course or not, he's going to say, that's the biggest victory I've got.
And again, he's on tonight. And just to recount the story is that the fact that he was on the show and the fact that his daughter needed a kidney transplant and got it based on somebody who just said, you know,
viewer.
And it's the gift that keeps giving.
A viewer just decided to see if it was a she.
This girl, I believe her name was Amy, and like the unbelievable generosity of someone to offer up, you know, and again, that's what's great. If you go to kidney.org/living donor, you can donate organs as a person staying alive. This is something.
And the beauty is that he's back at it, doing it again, and this time for another kid's life. And so it's been pretty cool to see that. And it'd be great that next year the story is that kid found a kidney donor. It would be great. But you realize, too, the magnitude of the show, that someone out there is watching, but they're not only watching, they're actively participating in somebody's call for help.
Right. And now maybe they can grow up, be healthy, and compete in the children's version of this
that would be amazing.
You know what would be amazing is if like Tom House or a great pitching coach we're watching right now, and he could reach out and help this guy. That would be an amazing story.
You know what?
Back to the first pitch, just so you understand, I did not go back to the first pitch.
Yeah. Matt threw me under the bus.
Your supposed partner.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm a lefty. I was supposed to do better. But anyways, I digress.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, and again, I told you guys this in the back. The part of the reason why it's obviously so successful is it's just crazy to see the feats of strength and the ideas of what the course looks like, but the stories that you learn of these folks, and it is so family friendly. I don't feel like my kids are going to be assaulted by something out of nowhere that I have to sit there and explain what's what.
Well, there are people that like you know, myself, you like, I mean, they're ordinary people that are out there that they watch these shows, and they're not looking at these superhero athletes like your LeBron James that you guys were talking about earlier. These are ordinary people doing extraordinary things on these extraordinary obstacles. Like American Ninja Warrior is the hardest obstacle course in the world, and it's that way for a reason. But when you see your accountant or your teacher, your 5th grade teacher who's crushing the course and who has an amazing story, or somebody who's overcoming cancer, and they're stepping on the course for the first time, fresh off of chemotherapy, like that means something. And I think our executive producers, they do a great job of telling great stories and connecting the fans to the athletes.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.